How's it going, guys? It is Squill. Today's video I'm doing another homemade comic review, and also I'm going to be showing off my newest story I'm making. It is Walter the Dog, and this is all I can show of it. I just finished the script like a few days ago. It's like roughly 50 pages. 50 pages per book, and I'm about to do like at least 5 books, and this actually might end up being my very first published book. I'm gonna self-publish it on Lulu. Yeah, I'm gonna use Lulu. Yeah, it's a publisher thingy, website. You can go check it out. It's in the description below. And if you, yeah, I'll probably do like a video about that someday whenever I'm close to finishing my comic or I'm about to like publish it. So yeah, and then I'll sell it out for you guys to buy, and don't worry, it won't be that expensive. It won't. I'll make it fair, make it right, because only 50 pages. I say it's. I'm not sure about that price, but anyways, on to the comic. This comic, well, it's not really a comic, but it's close to a comic. It's actually a book. It's really old. It's like it's like really hard and feels a little bit solid. Because I think I dropped this in water one time, and that was back then. This was a long time ago. It was like 2010, 2011, was it? I don't. Yeah, I think around there I made this, and I was about like 9 or 10 in 2010. Yeah, so that's Nerd. It's called Nerd, the book. I made a film series, a TV series called Nerd the Show, and he's the main character. Can you see that? Can you? This guy, and he's actually me. In the show I played as Nerd. I was a nerd. This was a long time ago. This is like my very first films when I didn't have that much I didn't have experience at all with filmmaking. And then I was just a nerd, and we used a really old laptop to record this, and that laptop is under this desk, but I don't feel like taking it out because I don't know. But yeah, anyways, on to the book, or we should open to the back first. You see, there's these little creatures called the honker that we made. They have a big beak, 2 legs, and I don't know what the heck that is, but I'm not sure. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, that's the honker. And then like for the TV show, we actually made each of these books are actually based off of the episode names of the TV show. Like we got, I can't read those because my handwriting was so bad back then. It's okay today. I'm not sure. The snare drum, I think that says. The animated, that says the animal detector. The heck? Oh, these are chapters. Oh, what am I thinking? Okay, those are chapters of this book. I don't know why I would put it on the back instead of like flipping it open. You'll see the chapters there, but look at that. That is messed up right there. This book is really old, and I'm pretty stupid, but yeah, there's illustration in this on like the sides. You know those little Goosebumps books or whatever you can find in the kitty library? Like it has like a picture illustration on the side of the text. Well, they're not. Most of the books are not kitty-ish, but this one, like, look at that. I can't even tell what's happening in this picture. Looks like he's holding up a fist bump, and there's like why is that 8 like that? And he doesn't even have any hands. I don't know, like, this is so bad. I can't even read these handwriting. We're gonna try attempting to read the first 2 pages at least. Alright. Chapter. Anyways, I am back. Sorry about that. Okay, anyways. Chapter 1. The snare drum thing. Yeah. On a sunny day, a nerdy nerd boy heard a really heard a real. What the heck? I spelled really wrong. I put RELLY. This is so. Well, I was really little, so what the heck? Really, a really loud noise of I don't know. It's kind of cut here. Yeah. You guys can't see this well, so you're basically just staring at a really blurred out page. So I don't know if I can focus. There we go. See, as you can see, I spelled really long. I put really, like, I don't know. Come on, I gotta get a better look at this. There we go. Is that? Yeah. Where what the heck was I? Nerd to how little the music coming from. All he saw was a nerd walking up to him in a weird nerdy way, and I spelled said wrong. What the heck? I put SEID. You can see right there. Said. It's basically seed. Can I play that drum? The man snit in a what the heck freaky way and yelled out loud, "Why in the bizzle?" Okay, this book, I can't read that much of it because I can probably tell like the story of what the heck is happening, so I'll try reading it off camera and then I'll cut back to you guys, and yeah, we'll see how the story goes. Alright, we got this all taken care of. I read the whole entire darn story. I at least tried. It's not that bad, to be honest. It's not really that bad. I just realized there's a hunker creature. Like this is like a random. Well, I already explained this, but this is like a random animal I created, and I called it the hunker. Yes, looks weird, but anyways, let me summarize this. So there is this nerd kid named Nerd, and he wants to play this. There's this another character is called a drummer, or like he's a drummer, and he's just playing the drums, and the nerd kid just shows up and just asks to play the drums, and he says no, and then he starts telling him to go away and stuff, and then he says he'll pay him, and then the drummer says, "By how much?" And he shows a penny, and he's like, "No, I do not want that. Don't want that stupid penny." And then later, Nerd tries stealing it, and then the guy gets mad, and then they have to fight for it. So now it becomes the epic nerd battle, and yeah, they're just fighting, So if you're gonna make a comic book, at least I say write a script. I say like write a script and make like a storyboard-ish kind of thingy before you actually do the illustration, because right here I didn't even plan what I was gonna do. I just drew them. I think that's a bookcase. So yeah, they're hiding behind the bookcase. Then this is a whole entire fighting sequences of just like them shooting each other with Nerf guns, punching and stuff. This is all based off of the TV show I had made when I was like a little kid. Because it got deleted, I think. So like, we'll try to get it back, but it's likely not possible to. But we will try. Anyways, the hunker stole this guy right here. He stole the drums from both of them. And then now, Nerd has to, like, get the drums back, He has to get the drums back. But then they lose him, so he buys an animal detector. And then he goes out to look for the hunker. So, yeah, now Chapter 4 is called the Animal Detector. So, these pages are really hard. Nerd made his step into the forest. Yeah, okay, so he went to the forest. He was trying to look for the hunker. And then later he tripped on his own animal detector. Then started crying because it broke. And then he starts crying and stuff. And then later he spots like a weird looking hole, and then he just looks inside, and then he sees the drums, and then he just starts playing and playing until it exploded, and then there you go. I don't know what happened to the hunker. It's just why was the drums in the hole? I don't know, but that's Nerd the book, and I actually made a comic book of this, and yeah, I'll show that in just a sec. Here it is, the comic book version of Nerd. That's the drummer, and that's the nerd. So yeah, I actually made my comic books called Squill Comics. Yeah, this is the comic right here that I had made. The pages, it's like three pages long. It's a pretty short story, but I did a pretty okay job at this. It's not that bad. Okay, so this is black and white pages, obviously, and then yeah, it's called the Epic Nerd Battle, like you heard from here. This is basically the same story, but this has more added to it, more story, like the hunker stuff, and this is just a nerd and him fighting in the end. So we're gonna open up to the first page, and it's really, yeah. So there you go. That's him playing the drums. The nerd. What? Ew. He looks like he broke his back. I don't know. He just looks weird. He looks muscular in this page, and then he just looks like Granny Ma in this one. So, hi, my nerdy friend. Can I have your practice pad? I named it a practice pad, but it's supposed to be a snare drum, but practice pad is kind of like a snare drum. It's meant to practice drumming on it. And then he starts saying like to go away and stuff. And then he's like saying, if you want the practice pad, you're gonna have to fight over it or fight for it. And then they start getting out their guns. They're like, oh yeah, this is the one. This is the one. And then later they're hiding behind these. And then later he's like saying this like thing, I always loved you, Mama. So if I die, I will always hate you. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, I guess that's the battle right there. He basically jumps out of nowhere, slaps the gun on his foot, then he falls to the floor, bonks, and then he loses his glasses. He finds his glasses. The guy is like saying, where the heck did he go? Then voila, he was behind him, and ew. And then here is he just starts wandering his own business, and he says, yay, now I can play it. The end. There's actually a part in the TV show where I actually say, yeah, now I can play, and I play it. Then I start saying, this is boring, and I walk away, but that wasn't in this. I can't imagine. There's a seasons 1, 2, and 3. That's a shame, man. If I can show you guys, I would. I'll do a reaction video on it, because it's a really cringy series since I was really, really little. And I did these with my brother, But yes, that is the Nerd series. And yeah, this is the 2 stories of Nerd. Basically the same thing, but this is a novel-ish homemade comic. This is an actual short story comic. And I got pretty lazy in drawing both of them. So, anyways, here's Walter. This is the current comic I am making right now. He is the main character. That is someone you will meet in the story in the middle. The villain is on the right side. And that's like a side villain right there on the left side. But he starts, I don't want to spoil too much, because I'll get more detail into Walter the series in my next video. So that does it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this homemade comic review of Nerd. I will be doing more of these in after at least 3 videos. Also, I forgot to say, thank you for 300 subscribers. That was amazing. I can't believe I forgot to say that, but thank you guys. I'll be doing a live streamish kind of thing, or not really, but I'll be doing a video. I'm taking out my whole entire squad, my whole crew, and we all gonna go to McDonald's and celebrate at McDonald's for 300 subscribers. And then that'll be a special we're gonna do that, and we're also gonna do a Q&A. So if you watched all the way until this part, or if you bothered to read the description, I'll be asking to do a Q&A by 2 weeks, I guess. 2 weeks. I'll say in the description. I'll have to think about it. But yeah, I'm gonna do a Q&A video. Just ask anything you want about my channel or anything else about me. But as long as it's something that I wouldn't want to answer, then I will be fine. So yeah, Q&A. Please comment down below a question or answer, or go onto my Instagram and comment Q&As over there. And then I'll answer it on my new videos. And yeah, that's all, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for 300 subscribers. I'll do a 300 subscribers special soon. That is all. Thank you. Peace out.